Born in light,
Raised in darkness.
Wildheart for eternity.
Welcome everyone to Wildheart, season 1. Yeah, it's gonna be one season. Episode 1. It's basically the adaptation of the Swedish adventure from the Dragons and Demons role-playing game, and the system itself will be in Pathfinder. We have 3 brave souls who will try and, well, best the upcoming challenges, and we shall have them introduce themselves and their characters. We have Adam playing Drakar Bane. So why don't you introduce your character to us?
Okie dokie. We're still working on the pronunciation of that. So, Droidiger Bane, or just Bane as he calls himself, is a race-wise. He is a barbarian. He is a barbarian ragekin. For those unfamiliar, a ragekin is a type of skinwalker from the Pathfinder RPG. One of their companion books, Blood of the Moon. So it fit really with a few of the legends that I found of Norse tradition, and I thought, well, that'd be a good way to do it, and I could still stay with the character, pretty true to some of the lore and stuff like that. So he is from the Gullinbursti tribe, which is from the Copper Forest. For anybody that's watching that is familiar with the Dragons and Demons, his clan occasionally has someone who manifests the blood type, a blood trait, to be able to be a ragekin, and it's considered both a blessing and a curse by the tribe, because it's a blessing because it means favor for the tribe from Freyr, or a similar god in this setting, and a curse because it means that whoever has it needs to leave the tribe because of a treaty made with the elves by the tribe. So he's left that, and he's been adventuring for a little while with our friend Bernard, or however he says that. So yeah, that's what he does.
Yes, and we have Bernard, played by Kane.
Bernard is a dwarven traveling merchant, as well as a faithful of Erasteel. As usual, I am underprepared when it comes to backstory. He's Bernard. He's a traveling merchant. And these guys work for him, for him.
Yes, with him. Not work for him. We work with him. Distinction has been made many times.
So he says.
Yes, but you have made several travels during trade routes with Bernard and his wagon. Some successful, some not so much. Most successful. But we also have, last but not least, Joel.
Hi, I'm Joel. I'm playing Eodin Einar. He's a human rogue scout archetype, and if Adam is playing the muscle and Kane is playing the face, then I'm going to be the crafty one, I suppose. Decided to go. I tend to like rogues, and I didn't want to go with a typical dungeon crawling, sneak thief, pickpocketing, so went a little more outdoorsy. He's not quite a ranger, but not fully in the rogue camp. So we should see what kind of an interesting mix we have going on here.
Indeed. Basically, your mission was to meet up with the halfling Grisbow Lightfeather in the town of Dane to escort him across the water to Grimslante, where he will try and establish his trade. And he has been requesting subtly through his letter that any information about culture and how to go about in this new land for him is being of high value to him. And we will begin this as you have just entered the city of Dane. It is cloudy, and the strong winds coming from the sea is really giving you the chills. It really feels like winter is coming, which it is, but it is still late summer, not yet autumn. And people are busy. They have a lot of things a lot of tasks to complete before winter comes, and you enter the docks, and it's quite easy to see this small man with bright colors, which really takes him apart from the more gray brown colors that the Stormlanders are typically wearing, especially in a weather like this. And you see that he has his own ship prepared. He has what appears to be a couple of bodyguards, and of course the sailors themselves. And he is standing on the dock itself, trying to light his pipe.
Well, at least it's not hard to find him.
Good to see someone well dressed for once.
Stormer smiles on us this day, lads.
So his friends are meeting.
So he's desperately trying to get his pipe lit, but just keeps failing, and he drops it and everything, and it just blows away. No!
Well, great.
Can one of us catch it?
Just
You can roll a reflex save.
Rolled a 14, and then reflex is 8. So 22.
You manage to snatch it as it kind of flies by you. And he just looks at you with like big eyes.
Take out a tinder twig and I light it, get it glowing, and then hand it to him.
Oh, why thank you, sir. Yes, I've been looking forward to this for a long time.
what exactly does he have in that pipe to look forward to so much?
Don't know, don't care.
Weed. He's got that green leaf.
You know about the green leaf?
No, am I going to die?
We're all going to die, sir.
I do believe we
If
have
he does
something-
mention it's the green leaf, then Bane steps just a little bit out of the smoke because he had a bad experience with that once. It and raging doesn't mix real well. So.
I'm angry, but so relaxed.
It just makes you really, really angry and really hungry. Doesn't go well in the tavern when when Bernard is trying to finish up making the deal for the payment. So
Yeah, if I can prevent one of my guards from chewing on someone, that's usually works in my favor.
Oh, yes.
But anyways, I believe we had something to discuss.
Bernard, what did you sign us up for?
Oh,
Yes. Simple delivery mission, nothing complicated. We do this all the time.
and he points the pipes at you. Oh, you're the three, yes?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't recognize you. Well, we have never met, but I didn't recognize you anyways.
Bane
fair.
kind of eyeballs over towards Joel's character, kind of eyeballs back at the gnome.
I thought you were halfling.
No, halfling, whatever.
Well, I am Grispo Lightfeather, and he gives a small courteous bow. And you are Bernard.
Yes, I am he returns the bow. I am Bernard. And these are my compatriots. Name I can't pronounce, and Joel.
Rhaegar Bane, why is this so hard for people? That is not. Just say Bane. Bane is easy.
Bane, yes. Yes.
Whatever you say, Dre.
Bane.
Whatever.
Well, as you can see, my ship is ready to sail. Unless you have anything we need to do before we can get to talking.
This guy is nutty off of that freaking weed.
That's what it's for.
A high gnome. Just what we need out on the sea.
Well, the longer we stand out here in Stormir's good graces, the wetter we're going to get.
Yes, I would really hate if it started raining.
Then let us go. Somewhere at least more dry than here.
All right, well, and he moves away to let you on his ship.
We will have plenty of time to discuss dealings in the crossing.
Yes, excellent. Yes. All right, well, let's go then.
You can't run away.
Trump, 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 Trump. Thumbs up.
And he leads you under deck. Sail, boys! Let's get out of here!
I already like him better than Johnson.
Hey, that's blasphemy. Blasphemy, I say.
We do not speak his name here.
He's a world away.
And it's not really comfortable under deck, but at least there is no crazy wind blowing. And you can actually get some heat up here. There are a couple of benches with pelts on that you can sit on, and he motions you to do so as he sits on a large pillow.
Well, at least the place have a galley.
Before the others can find a comfortable seat, I kind of eyeball the plushest one and say,
Bernard stands.
with his neck bent like this.
No,
Yeah,
Bernard
on
is a
the
dwarf,
feet.
remember? He doesn't
Yeah,
have to
No,
miss.
that's right. He's short.
I'm only 4.5 feet tall.
Okay.
My guy has to bend.
Yeah. Oh, well then. Yes. Like I mentioned in my letter, I would very much like to know about the land that I'm on my way to. Mostly to increase my chances of conducting good trade, of course.
How much do we know about Island?
Nothing.
I do. That's up to you guys.
Well, I suppose that depends on who you're wanting to trade with.
I will say, if you trade with the elves, do not challenge them to a drinking contest. Because if you win, they are very sore about it. They don't like it. Especially afterwards when you go around kissing. And it's not good. It's not
It is
good.
because they cheatski and you still win.
Well, I cannot help that I am me.
He's still mad because he kissed that half troll.
Hey, we don't. I thought we don't talk about that. That does not happen.
No, you don't talk about that.
No, you don't talk about that. And Jerome stands up, bumps his head.
He's just sitting on the pillow with large eyes looking at you, just enjoying the moment greatly.
Oh, he's just high and enjoying the show.
He's gonna be high this whole trip, and then when he gets there, he's gonna be like, "Dude, where am I? Where's my boat? Dude, where's my boat?"
And then he remembers why you're here and why he's here, and he just falls off the pillow, scatters away to fetch a ledger and a pen. Comes back, sits on the pillow. Oh, right. Yes, I have some important questions that I would really like some answers to. Let's see. If a man of my stature were to get into an argument at the bar and it turns ill, would that person have good chances of knocking an average Stormbringer?
I'm sorry, what
I
the
think
hell
we
did
all
you-
kind of look at each other and just kind of laugh for a moment with that statement.
I think you would be likely to get punched.
Noted. He looks a bit disappointed.
I wouldn't start anything.
No, of course
Not
not.
unless I'm there. If I'm there, that will be a different story.
Oh, so you could beat an average Stormbringer?
Probably.
Oh, I see. I see.
Yeah, I'm gonna go out on a limb here. Do I have it? I do. I'm gonna go with knowledge local. 19 to know what the hell a Stormbringer is.
Oh, a Stormbringer is basically a person living in the Stormlands, which is
Okay.
including all of you three.
Oh, so he's asking us how likely we are to knock out someone who lives around here.
Yeah, a local basically.
Ah,
Which is why Bane is like, sure, I can knock somebody out.
Yeah.
yeah, you've probably done so already.
You know what the average is? Not
Islanders are proud and fierce people. You might not want to be picking fights.
Oh, I'm a lover, not a fighter. But things happen sometimes, you know.
like loving the wrong one. I know all about that. You love the wrong one, and then the one that you're loving on loves on somebody else, and they don't like it. So
You were really involved with that half troll.
I say, he just
It's the tusks
punches
that
him
I'm
in the
confused.
Is it usual in the Stormlands?
they don't know what they're talking about. It did not happen. They imagine.
And he looks at the other two.
Theoden just like shaking his head emphatically no.
I see.
And then when Bane looks at him, he stops.
When conducting trade, may I do so with the wife of the farm, or must I turn to the man of the household?
I believe typically finances are handled by the women, correct?
Well, I mean,
Isn't that a thing? Like, spending
Yeah.
for the household is usually taken care of by the woman?
Yeah.
The lady of the house usually conducts business.
Oh, she does she?
Shrewd bargainers.
Much easier that way. It is much easier that way. That way, we can focus on more important things like fighting and eating and other things.
Other things, maybe?
you're just inviting it now.
No one said his character was smart.
He's averagely smart. He just doesn't particularly care.
He's not
No.
averagely strong, but he's averagely smart.
That's right. More muscles than brains.
I find when conducting trade, it can never hurt to pander to certain audiences.
Oh. you mentioned food, and yes, I have a question on that topic as well. I was thinking that when you dine with Stormbringers, is it considered rude to clear the plate, or should you leave some food?
Bane will obviously look away at this question, not wanting to answer.
A hearty appetite is a sign of a good constitution.
Ah, as I suppose that makes sense.
Not like the elves.
Are we setting the terms here? I don't understand.
I think we're setting the terms.
Oh,
I thought he was quizzing us on Viking customs.
I'm a little apprehensive. I don't know if I missed like some information that Alex posted earlier.
no.
In short, Kane's like, "Is this a test? Is I supposed to take notes?"
Am I being graded on this?
We're having a cultural what the hell.
I don't want to be rude. I'm Canadian.
Two Americans and a Canadian walk into a Scandinavian bar.
His Canadianness is
hello, I
reaching
say
into all
sorry.
of his
No one drinks.
characters.
I'm Canadian. I'm sorry.
I'm American. I'm not sorry. I'm just right.
Yes. You were talking about the half trolls. Is it something usual that the Stormbringers sometimes mate with wildlife?
Well, there's not so much the mating. They sometimes when you live too close to these magical creatures, they have an effect on the newborn children. Yes. Sometimes even with the dwarves and the elves, you get the children. They look a little peaked.
It's like having a weird uncle.
Yes.
Oh.
But more like a cousin, kind of, that you stole some genes from,
The one you don't talk to.
Oh. Yes. Yes.
Because he might eat your children.
Yes,
I understand.
That is overgeneralization.
Half trolls are usually quite resentful of the troll population around them.
So the rumor I've heard that strong men mate with bears are not true.
Maybe
Wow.
not theirs.
I can't speak for how.
I've never known anyone to mate with a bear. That would get hairy, if you know what I mean.
Says
There have been stories about pigs, though.
Oh. Well, I guess they're tamer.
You know, that's not how it works.
What works? What?
Nothing.
I'm afraid that is a trade secret.
Oh. I see. Regarding the worshipping, I know that you have a certain amount of ones, and can I openly worship my deities while in the Stormlands?
So, is he from a place that like doesn't share any of the common deities or the Pathfinder deities that we've put into the setting?
No, he has the Pathfinder, the cool gods.
Oh, okay. So the god that I worship.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. Yes, you may. In fact, I myself am a faithful of Aristeel.
And at the same time, an emphatic no.
Uh-huh.
It's a complicated situation.
I say, I guess I won't then.
I suppose in most places you would be fine to do so. I have not had any problems myself. Though there are perhaps certain regions I may keep that information to myself.
I gotcha.
I will be right back.
No. Thief down.
No thief.
Thieves down! Thieves down! Hide your gold now!
I heard that the roads are quite treacherous, but you're supposed to be like, well, maybe not the best, but the one I could get my hands on at least.
Oh, yes, we are very good.
We are not that bad. We are not that bad. I mean, you tell him, Bernard, how good we are. You tell him, Bernard, how good we are.
Bane, you undersell us, my good friend. I must tell you, are excellent merchants. Well, I am an excellent merchant. Bane is an excellent bodyguard, and Joel, what is your character's name again?
Aodin.
Aonin?
Aodin.
Aodin. And A is very good also at whatever it is that he does.
Hey!
I make sure you don't blunder into the trolls, you fool.
It is all we find about preparation. We have scout, we have defense, and if we need to, I can get us away. We all cover very necessary parts of what makes us so very good at it is what we do.
I see.
Slaying, sneaking, and talking. That's what we do.
Don't
Not
call me
necessarily in
sneak.
that order.
Well, I cannot help you assume I was talking about you. If you project that on yourself, then that's just on you, he says, looking away.
Troll poker.
Behave.
So
Yeah.
there's a lot of misfits on the streets that or is it not? I heard that they're bandits and such, but
Not so much in the city, but outside. Yeah, we fight lots of stuff outside. We fought bandits, we fought Vilderbarn, we fought trolls, we fought... What else have we fought?
Yeah, mostly brigands, people on the road, the highwaymen, they want things. Is can be difficult in certain regions to trade. They are overpopulated with the poor who have no real skills but to take from others.
Clanless men with no jobs.
I see. And the ship kind of throws to the side, and he falls off the pillow. Hey! How are you? Careful up there! He climbs up on the pillow again. Good shippers. Hard to come by. So, what is it that you move around mostly, Bernard?
Yeah, primarily myself, I am a spice merchant. I move honey, salt, sugar, syrups, whatever sells, whatever people need. Really,
He's
During-
particularly partial to maple syrup. Takes it everywhere.
well, I've been meaning to ask, just out of character. I have a wagon with supplies in it, and I don't know if that made it onto the boat with us.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Oops, sorry. It's back in town.
Because I spent my own money on that.
He bought a wagon, but no horse to pull it.
Oh no, there's horses too. I'm assuming the horses, they are in the galley somewhere, maybe.
In the galley?
I don't know. Not in the
They
galley.
better not be in my kitchen.
I am not eating anything from this ship's kitchen.
That's the wrong word. I meant to say the whole.
Well, I myself like some sugary honey.
Yes. I do not sell honey by itself, but maple syrup, yes, is very similar. It's very sweet. It's good on many things. They put it on my bacon.
On your, or on your
It
plate.
says-
Canadian bacon.
He is being modest. Eowyn takes one of the skins that he carries and hands it over to the halfling.
Ew.
This is something he transports occasionally.
Loincloths?
No.
No, dwarven drinking bridges.
Damn it!
I am
No.
assuming you handed him a pelt.
No, wineskin.
Oh, okay.
No.
It's got mead.
Oh, may I? And he screws the cork a little bit.
Of course.
Oh.
You will add it to your bill.
Well, I guess you could drink this, yes? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Bane leans over to Eowyn and he says, I thought you told me you were out. I was thirsty earlier.
You
I am
drink too
out.
much.
When it comes to you, I am out.
That's not fair. That's
You
not
drink
fair
all.
at all. That isn't outside question. I asked the question. You lie.
You get same ration for every job, and every job you go through it in day and a half.
Not my problem. No. I spent the money. I was asking for more. And was there any more given? No, there was no more given to me.
And it's because that was your ration.
We don't ration it off like that. You guys could share.
If I give you all the meat, you will drink it all, and I will have none to sell.
Fine, he says, sitting down in a huff.
Yeah. A good tradesman doesn't use his own supply, I've heard.
Yes, he is very common in Stormbringer territory. The motto is do not get high on one's own supply.
I stow the skin away from Bane.
Bane does slightly reach for it, but doesn't take it from you.
Okay, so you were saying
Yes?
So, are you just looking for insight, or what are you trying to accomplish in the island?
Well, I mean, I'm mostly sampling the possibilities of my particular interests. I am hoping to open some sort of a trade route from here to Sylvan, if possible. But I have to test the ground first, see if I find it worth the effort, or if I should look elsewhere.
Oh, there is plenty of trade to be found in Avon. Plenty. There are many different places in which you can go to play your trade. Are you moving spices? Then go to the north. Are you moving skins? Then to the south. There are many different places to go.
Yes. You just have to find the ones for me and my interests.
What exactly
also-
is it that you are moving?
Oh, I dabble in a little bit of this and a little bit of that, but I like the I have a toe in the clothing industry. You see, I have very fine threads available to me.
Sense motive, is that what he's really trying to say or not to say? 16.
I mean, he seems to be keeping other things hidden, but he seems sincere when he's saying that he's trading with garments.
Well, we know we could all use more clothes. I mean, well, you guys could. I don't need any more clothes, but you could.
You barely wear clothes as it is.
Well, that means it keeps the bills down. You know, you don't have to spend a lot of money on the clothes. You know, one big shirt and one set of, leggings, and you're fine. You're done.
You stink.
I put them through the wash. I put them in the water, swirl them around, get the dust out. Let the water run clear, and then you put them back on.
Your idea of washing and cleaning your clothes is walking through the stream.
It
But
works.
imagine if he did not do that.
I don't want to.
Exactly. Speaking of clothing, what does Bane look like?
I have a picture. I have a picture of his face. Let me see. I can insert something into the chat, right? Picture? I don't know if I can or not. But he specifically wears, as far as his clothing, he specifically wears clothes that are a little big on him, because as you guys would know, when he transforms, he gets quite a few inches taller and quite a bit more mass on him. So he wears them bigger. But most of the time, he's got a fur cloak that is a cloak of functions like a cloak of resistance, and then he wears a green tunic, brown leggings. He doesn't wear shoes most of the time. Mohawk and mutton chops.
He's a medieval bebop.
No.
Ah, he's
Not
even a
the medieval
pig.
bebop.
Yes, he
No.
is.
No. Bebop doesn't have sideburns. There, I win.
He does in the new movie.
Hey, that doesn't count because I haven't seen it yet.
Well, neither have I, but I am pretty excited about it.
It's not as good as the first.
Spoilers for anybody watching that didn't watched it yet.
That's
Spoil
not
anything.
spoilers.
I'm just giving my opinion.
Spoilers, it ain't as good. That's what he's saying.
All right. What about
Eowyn?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to write it down.
Well, he took the name Odin and he put an A sound in front of it. So he's like, "Hey, Odin."
Yeah. It's more like Aiden.
Aiden.
Think of it like Aiden. Means of the fire or something like that.
So tell me what Aiden looks like then.
He's got sandy colored hair that he wears a braid on the front, and then it's cut short at the back. Wears a typical chain shirt over a long shirt, and most of it's all in muted colors. His chain is actually coal blacked, so it doesn't seem as shiny as it should be. Just very traditional, poorer looking individual. Most of his decorations are copper or brass. Although he's well groomed and clean, unlike some others.
And we'll skip over Bernard because I am an amorphous blob.
He's a dwarf.
Copy. You have not decided on what you look like yet.
I have. He's just shy, maybe a couple inches of 5 foot tall as a dwarf. He comes up to maybe like naval height on Bane. He's got these very deep emerald green eyes flecked with gray, and his skin is sort of this bronze color that it has sort of like a steely ashen gray accent on like his hard features. So around his cheekbones and his chin, the top of his forehead, and shoulders, stuff like that. He's fairly well dressed. He wears what are clearly fairly expensive trousers and vest.
Daddy, can you set
And
this
some of his jewelry is made of finer metals that are closer to his skin tone. So like golds, and some of it's copper and brass, but a lot of it's set with semi-precious stones like opals and topaz and stuff like that.
Green stones too, to bring out his eyes.
Yeah, they make my eyes pop.
Handsome dwarf, very handsome dwarf.
Oh, I've seen worse. Believe
Charming
me.
too.
We have to keep the she dwarves off him everywhere we go. They're like, "Ooh, look at him," and we are like, "No, ladies, please, business only."
Business only. I can't unless I pay for it.
Yeah, out of all of us, Adam and I tend towards the more scruffy look, I think, and Kane tends towards the more refined look.
Well, Ignatius is pretty beat up looking, but
Food stains.
Bernard is definitely
Just
very.
saying.
Bernard is definitely used to having money.
Alright. Unless you have any questions for Grisbo, the journey goes on.
Yeah, how much are we being paid?
Yeah.
Would be good to know.
Oh,
Not
I,
doing this shit for free.
I never mentioned you're doing this for free.
I am not doing this for free.
Well, we're
I think
halfway
both
there
of
already.
us, both Aodin and Bane, turned simultaneously to Bernard, who said this was a good idea. And they said, "You said this was good idea."
This is a good idea because we are going to be paid. We are in a room alone with the captain. Well, not the captain, but you get my point.
I don't want to be thrown off the boat.
We can't be. I will sink this boat before we are thrown off it.
You're such a charitable merchant.
I am a fantastic merchant.
Oh yes, obviously. That is why we are doing this for free.
We are not doing this for free.
That is not what he said. He said, I heard the words. Oh, do you not know? Did you not? I did not say. You are
Is
doing
there a
this for
contract?
free.
Did you secure a contract this time?
What I am hearing. What do you mean this time? What I am hearing so far is that we are getting free trip across water from this very nice gentleman on the other side of the table. If he wants services rendered after...
Oh no! Don't spin this! Don't spin this like you think you know what you are doing. You didn't ask, did you? This is just like Fendelheim all over again. We are stuck in here on job, not get paid, no wenching, no drinking. At end, this bullshitty.
If there is... No. Bane.
He's going to start crying again. You know this.
I know this. If there is
I
no
cry when
pay...
I'm upset. Do not upset me.
Bane, please, Bubala. If there is no pay, there is no job. I tell you this now. For certain.
You promise me?
Just big pig tears. If there is no pay,
Look me in the eyes, Bernard. Tell me this is not Fendelheim all over again.
I am promising you, Bernard, and I'm looking you in the eyes. I'm promising you. There's a lot. I gotta crane my neck up. If there is no pay, there is no job. We will be fine. We will be
Okay. Okay.
After we get off this boat, if any further services are to be rendered, payment will be discussed.
What is this further services we are getting? Oh!
If we were just going to be moving boat full of supplies, he could have done this himself. Obviously, he needs boat and us. If he did not need us, we would not be on boat.
And he's just sitting on his pillow with big eyes, just looking at you, having like the time of his life.
I'm so
all the
glad
drama.
he's stoned. I'm so glad he's stoned so that he doesn't take offense.
Bane just goes and sits down on the bench and goes,
Take offense to what? Our aversion to being swindled?
Hey. Oh, yes. The wenches. That was something I forgot. Yes.
He forgot the winches.
I forgot the wenches.
see, he's not even serious about it. He don't even think about the wenches. Oh!
Ah! Not even think about the wenches.
But you are getting paid, though. I was just joking, you know?
That was not a funny joke. Haha! It was bad joke. Do not make that joke again.
Don't make Bane cry. He gets temperamental without his fix of alcohol.
So he jumps down from his pillow and walks up to Bane and kind of pats him on the cheek with his small hand. It will be okay, big guy.
Drinks? We will have drinking.
Yes? We will have drinking, yes.
And wenches.
We have no wenches, only men on the ship.
Oh!
Pirate husband.
One of them, however, might be a lady. I'm not completely certain.
Do you mean that in the traditional sense, or?
I mean, it had some feminine cuts to it, but I wouldn't swing that way, if you know what I mean.
It's probably safer to pass.
It's probably
No!
You should go for it.
At
Bane.
least there's drinking.
Yes, I will go and get us some drinks. And he trots away.
I lean
big
over to
fan.
Bernard.
I'm
5
a big
silver
fan
says
of,
that Bane is sleeping with that girl by the end of the drinking bout.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of our overly emotional barbarian.
He may become an NPC later on. Who knows? In our campaigns.
I'll be right back.
And he comes back with a goblet for each of you with some red wine. Now we can celebrate for real. Yes. He begins sipping it.
Yoden sniffs it.
Bane chugs his down.
It's kind of sweet and soury.
It's not mead.
No, it is not. He smiles.
Not very strong either, says Bane, looking over at Eowyn.
Which means you can drink more of it.
I could already drink more, if you know what I mean.
Mm.
Just don't let them get into the ship rations.
Yeah, this was the last batch we had.
Bane just throws his arms up in like defeat, and lays out on the bench.
Another
Wake me
16
when
sense motive.
negotiations over.
Yeah, he kind of winks at you.
Well, here's to a good venture.
Oh, yes. It has been wonderful company. You have been wonderful. I really like you guys. It's really nice.
But he's further under the cups and the weed than I thought.
And he kind of chit-chats for a bit, and then he kind of dozes off quite quickly in his pillow.
Really?
Addled.
The halfling passed out.
That's what I'm saying. He's so addled.
No.
No. How much money has he got on?
And I'm supposed to be the illicit one. The hell?
Hey man, I don't like those jokes about not getting paid.
You need insurance.
I need a down payment.
They only gave Bane 1 glass of wine. He's still not happy. He's sulking.
Well, I'm going to go topside and see what Yorn has brought us.
I'm coming too. It's boring with this gnome. He's not giving me any alcohol. I mean, what is up with that?
Spoken like a true non-drinker.
Here's your
Yeah,
sign.
I don't drink any alcohol. I just pretend to drink alcohol.
Alright, so you go topside, and it is like stormy. There's no rain, but it is a very strong wind blowing.
Looks like Stormer and Yorn are about to have words.
Nah, we will see.
Well, hopefully they do not have words that run into the ship, because I do not like sleeping in the wet. And you guys say I stink after I get wet, so I don't really think it's a good idea.
These
No
dudes
rain,
smell
that's
like
what I
wet.
say. And you smell like wet dwarf, so, well, we are even.
I imagine wet dwarf just smells like dirt.
17 on survival for the weather. Does this look like it's going to turn worse?
It will probably start to rain quite soon, but other than that, it's probably not gonna get any worse.
Well, I don't think they're going to listen to you about the words that are not wet.
Ah, figures. Gods never listen to me anyway.
Why should they?
I know, I tell you, I'm smart, man. No, I'm not stupid. I give advice, he says, starting to head back down to try and find the galley. I am not stupid. I have good ideas.
When you do something worthy enough for them to bring you to their drinking halls, let me know.
Ah, I'm working on it.
Looks over at Bernard. You say your god doesn't have a drinking hall?
I never said any such thing. My God, it's all about family. I just realized Bernard is very Roma.
Bane will call back up. Yes, but what type of god has no drinking hall?
One drinks with one family. Family and friends, you must drink with the community. Everyone together gets drunk together. We like, it's all about being together.
It's better, but I still not convinced.
Would you rather be okay? So let me say it this way, Ben. Would you rather be drunk by yourself or drunk with all of your closest friends?
I outdrink everyone, so I always end up drunk by myself.
He has a point.
All right, you are the wrong person to ask.
So about how long is this trip supposed to take?
Well, he never really informed you about that. You could always ask the more competent crew.
Bernard, you did not ask how long would take? How long must I be without my alcohol and wenches? I work hard
If-
for that. I
it's a
risk
boat.
my life.
The boat only moves as fast as boat can move.
While they're over there bickering, I go and ask the steersman.
This happens literally every time Adam and I are players.
Well, you see, the strong winds will bring us there first thing in the morning.
So not too long. Where did we start out at?
A Dane. Dane.
Dane. Dane. Where,
Dane,
there it
boy.
is. Oh, okay. So we're in the west. I was like looking east. Okay. We were near home.
Yeah. So unless you want to do anything special, the day kind of passed.
I try to find a spot that's going to be dry.
Oh yeah. Most places under deck should be dry, and there are room enough for you to sleep at.
Is there anybody below decks right now?
Well, you have Grispo, and then you have the
Yeah, but
cap-
he's passed out.
then you have like the captain who is keeping to his quarters.
Well, if nobody's watching, I'm going to make my way down into the hold.
All right.
And if I need to do so sneakily, I will.
Well, the crew is patrolling, sort of. So they might be sneaking up on you or walking up on you, but other than that, there's yeah. But if you want to make it quietly, you can roll your stealth.
$26.
All right. The floorboards are creaking, but you move in the rhythm of the ship so that it camouflages in the crashing of waves, and you get down into the hole.
Start looking at some of the stuff that they're transporting.
There seems to be a lot of silk. A couple of sewn clothes, mostly for women, but also like undergarments for males as well.
Holds one up curiously. The hell?
Dwarven underpants.
And
Okay, what's under that stuff?
it's the
Oh, you're
MacGuffin.
carrying it past the campaign stuff, huh?
There is nothing under it. There also seems to be transporting what appears to be spices, what you can imagine to be uncommon items here in the Stormlands, but probably more common where he comes from. So it's more like a lot of mundane items, but things that you haven't really seen a whole lot.
Alright, and then I'm going to do a look for something out of place. Ooh. Oh, no, that doesn't apply to finding secrets. Okay, so perception is 22.
All right. So you managed to find the secret compartment in the crates, and there appears to be the drugs that he was using, as well as what appears to be vials with some sort of liquid.
Like a lot of vials?
There's not a lot of them. I mean, if you want to go through all the crates or not.
No, I'm just trying to get a little bit of a rough idea of...
A rough idea would be that he might have perhaps 20 of them, maybe 30.
Are they sealed?
They are sealed.
Damn. Are they glass?
Yes.
Alright. I happen to have some vials. Just empty ones. I'm going to smash one. And one of mine. And take one of those.
Alright.
I thought I had vials. Maybe I don't. Yeah, there we are.
He's looking at his back. Where's the vial?
I gotta look.
Where's the vial? Where's the vial?
Alright. Yeah, so I smashed one of my glass vials and leave it in the place of the other one.
Okay.
So I have a unknown substance in a vial?
Yep.
Excellent.
Just exactly what you would have. An unknown substance in the vial.
And you kind of hear the creaking of footsteps coming towards you.
I'm gonna duck behind a couple of crates of spices or something.
Alright.
27.
Yep. And you see
For
one of the sailors coming through. He looks around and he walks back out again.
Well, I don't care too much about the weed, but the unknown substance has my interest out. The weed stuff seems harmless enough. Alright, once that guy goes, I'm going to make sure everything's kind of back how I got it, and then make my way out.
Okay. Yep. You managed to get away without alarming anyone.
Bane has been ransacking the galley.
Oh my god. And I look inside the galley as I pass by. Shake my head.
Meats first, and then vegetables.
But mostly meat. I go and find Bernard. You're muted,
Yes.
King. Can I talk to you privately?
Of course. What about?
Look around and make sure there's nobody nearby. I'd rather do this on top side of the deck where we can actually see people coming up to us.
Okay.
Mhm.
It has started drizzling a little bit now.
That's okay.
I know my silk shorts.
So, I don't know how on the ups this guy is.
What do you mean? What did you find?
Well, not only did I find, mostly his clothes story checks out. And again, I check around to make sure that nobody's around. But he's got a fair amount of drugs. And I may have found some substance that I don't really know what it is. And I was wondering if you could help or enlighten.
I will see. But drugs are not so unfamiliar. We have moved these before.
Yes, that's not what I'm worried about. There was a much smaller number of these things that I procured.
Let me see.
Is there anybody around?
No.
No, not at all. I pass him my water flask, but I'm holding the vial in my hand when I hand it to him.
I don't see identifying a clerical spell. I will make a knowledge arcana.
All right.
Oh, of course.
Bloop! Boom,
Thanks,
boom,
Wildheart.
boom.
Could be something magical. You can't really say yes or no on the matter.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Thanks, Roll20, for your lowest common denominator.
That's some fun looking stuff right there.
I thought you knew about these kind of things.
I do normally, but this is, I do not recognize the smell.
Would use magic device lean any information on this stuff? It's not really what it's for.
Yeah,
It would for a wand, but not for a potion.
exactly.
It's like, nope, doesn't do nothing.
It's just sort of shook it around.
Activate.
He moves it around and goes, Leviosa.
What about a praise?
Well, you would have to identify what the liquid was in order to
Yeah, fair enough.
appraise the value.
Nope, then I don't know what it is unless I'm allowed to make another knowledge check.
Well, it's starting to rain heavily now.
Bane's on his way up. Oh, good grief. 19 to 20 crit range.
18 to 20 crit range.
Oh, is that the one that has 18 to 20 crit range? Oh.
So what are we bothering
Dude,
about?
keening one of those? Oh.
So, completely unrelated to the game, I just came back from a fair called Pillage the Village.
Did you
No,
pillage
you were
the
talking about
village?
Unfortunately, I did not scoring the trials to participate in the village pillage.
Oh.
Did you get to eat off the rock like you wanted to?
Did I get what?
Did you get to eat
Did
off
you
the
get
rock?
to eat off the rock?
Oh no. So there are 3 different tiers for the end of event feast. There's peasant, merchant, and noble, and then there's technically a 4th tier where you can pay to be the king. And we had paid for peasant, but apparently they had overbooked peasant, so we got upgraded to merchant for free.
Lame.
So I did not eat off a rock, no. We ate off paper plates and got slightly better food.
They ran out of rocks.
They ran out of rocks. It was pretty good, though. I spent way too much money.
That means you
One
had
of-
fun.
That
one of
away
those
with
things
bombs
being
and
this.
Renaissance fairs.
Mm.
Because you can use a kukri in your everyday life.
I can actually. I've been looking for a batoning knife for a while, and this kukri suits that perfectly.
Seems a little unwieldy for batoning.
Yeah, it's a little big, but I'll make 2. There's bears up here.
Windigo.
I would just love to see you take on a bear with a kukri.
Bears and Wendigos.
It was nice knowing you.
Yeah, he'll turn out as a Wendigo. Have to eat his buddies that are on the trip with him, and then he'll end up a Wendigo.
Yeah, man, I'd rather fight a bear with a kukri than without one. So.
That's very true.
One of my buddies, his dad used to be a prison guard for the longest time, and he was cooking breakfast over a fire when they were out camping, and a bear came up on them.
Hey guys,
And
what's up? You having breakfast?
he's got this cast iron frying pan and this foot-long Bowie knife. And he almost got into a breakfast fight with the bear.
Welcome to Canada.
That's my bacon. Eh?
That's my Canadian bacon, eh? Get your own.
So we
Bears are-
can't identify what this crap is unless we taste it.
Yes, you can always
Yeah.
taste it.
You want to taste it?
I mean, I'm not completely adverse to it. It could be not so bad.
Bane walks up from underneath the walks up the thing saying, I'm going out of the kitchen. You hear what you would assume to be the chef yelling after him.
Hmm.
Don't let him
Just
see you
so-
drinking that.
I won't. I will drink out of your wineskin. It's pretense
Gotcha.
for drinking strange foreign fluid that I hope will not damage me severely.
Well, you're only tasting it.
Yeah.
Straight tripping balls now.
To hear you say that just made my night.
Straight tripping balls now. Alright, I'll taste it.
Well,
I got
Booby.
I've excluded my I've run out of non-tasting it options.
All right.
What are you guys doing?
He asked for a drink of mead.
What? Where's the mead?
I
You
hand
told
him-
me.
I hand him my other
I
flask that has
reiterate-
water. Here, but don't let the crew see you drinking this. They get testy. They might want to share.
Yeah. He takes a sip, and he just holds it in his mouth, and he just looks at you.
So delicious, it's as good as water, isn't it?
Slowly puts the cap back on and hands it to you like this.
It's been watered down.
A bit watered down.
It's like all watered down. What is this crap you give me?
All right.
These.
It's the last.
Yeah,
What happens
Are you
when
telling
eat
me
my
it
water,
went-
I eat water.
Are you telling me it went bad?
Oh, yeah, yes, sure.
Sweet,
Ah.
sweet as the gods made it.
I think perhaps,
Yeah.
perhaps, Bane, you have been drinking too much. In the mead, it does not taste at all.
Maybe the gods cursed you.
Does not work that way. Don't even joke. Don't even joke. He seems definitely serious.
Could make a bluff check.
As a heavy no. Okay, so I will make a check, but as a drinker, yes, it does make a difference. You drink too much, you won't taste it anymore.
He's right.
Well, their alcohol back then didn't have the same type of alcohol count we have now, so you had to drink a lot.
Mead?
No, not me. Like wine and stuff like that.
Most of it had the same strength. They just cut it with water
Yeah, I can't
so that you could drink it every day.
hardly taste gin anymore.
That's sad. Tell me you didn't botch this one. Well, that's more respectable.
That's a 50.
Oh, that's a bluff check.
Well, you said it was. I could make a diplomacy.
No, you're outright lying to.
Yeah.
I believe that's an opposed sense motive, Adam.
Yeah, what's your sense motive, barbarian?
Hey, I've got a 12. I got a bonus. Let me see.
You get +1.
Mm-hmm.
Aha! Not good enough. You believe my fabrication.
About not being able to taste?
Yes. I have successfully convinced you that you drink too much.
He looks at you like. Just
I'm sure a good.
turns a little bit.
I'm sure a good rest will bring.
Gears turning in his head, and he's like. He's not sure how to feel about this.
I'm sure a rest from it's probably from drinking the wine and the mead. It probably did not mix well.
I'm sure. That's what it was. I'm sure. Just goes to the rail, kind of holds onto it and squeezes it a little bit, looking out over the ocean. What should I do with my life now?
So about the other taste test?
Well, it tastes very bitter, and you feel like your head is getting a little bit numb from it.
Do I need to make a save?
No, you don't need to make a save.
Do you make your check?
It was basically, well, yeah, you can make, well, yeah, that's the, like, perception check.
Perception?
I believe, for tasting it.
I thought it was Arcana for tasting it. Nice roll. Well,
Okay.
Decent roll.
You know that it has some sort of a mind effect,
Mm-hmm.
but you can't really place it exactly what it does.
Okay.
But you feel that it has some sort of malicious intent to it.
Oh, it is a perception. 15 plus caster level. Well, if I would have known it was perception, I would have done it myself.
What type of stuff you been drinking, Rogue?
I don't know. I never taste test potions. It's bad business.
You taste like some sort of your brain. Like
What tastes like a brain?
I'm not talking to you.
You must have been drinking too much of the wine, too.
I'm talking to Aiden.
I would hope so. To have it taste like brain. How much is too much a day? Do I need to be counting this?
Do not worry. Just grip your hand railing and stare out into ocean.
Right. Clear my head, yes.
After he seals it back up, I'll take it and pocket it again.
Mm-hmm. So we don't know what it is.
No, it is raining very heavily now, and you're getting wet standing out here.
Perhaps we should go back inside.
Is my head cooled enough down yet? Feel. He drags the the dwarf's hand up to his forehead. Feel.
You'd have to
Easy.
pick me up off the ground.
He does.
Kneel. Ah!
He can do that.
You're fine. Put me down.
Fine enough to drink again, yeah?
Tomorrow.
Bane now has his his sobriety buddy.
Dwarf.
I pull my cloak up. Continue to stand out here and contemplate.
All right.
If it starts getting real rough, I start making my way down.
Yeah, it's also blowing heavily, so the rain isn't coming from above, it's coming from all kinds of directions. It's really trying to seek in through your crevices and all that to really get
Not my crevices.
well, the crevices of the clothes.
Stay out of my crevices, Rain.
Made my butt wet.
I'll make my way into the lee of the cabin and then hang out there and keep an eye on the weather and what it's doing. And if it gets like too bad, I'll warn the others that we might be in for a rough night.
Bernard's probably already in a hammock, halfway asleep.
Bane wants top hammock.
Wants what?
Top hammock if they're doubled.
Oh.
Oh, that's fine. I don't think Bernard can reach the top hammock.
You can have pig butt over your head.
Bacon.
He's not a pig yet.
Yet.
Now, at this moment.
Yeah, he isn't steak transformed all the time. But yeah, you got a wet pig smell above you, I guess. Which smells oddly like wet human, I guess. They're pretty close.
Well-
Soggy bacon.
Since you're staying up, the weather kind of calms down after an hour or two. The rain stops, but the wind is still kind of strong. But you believe that the night will go on fairly quiet.
Once the storm calms down, then I'll go and seek my rest. Preferably not in the room with the smelly pig.
If you pass by, you hear him going. Wee, 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 wee. Wee, 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 wee.
So, we spend the night on the ship, and in the morning it should be arriving?
Yes. So you you pass the night. It goes by quietly, it seems. And you are being woken up to the bells as they are waking up the rest of the crew. And we'll take a break here.